Hotel Lima Charlie 231, Gatwick ground, hello again. Pass the message.
Okay, good afternoon and welcome to another Microsoft Flight Sim stream. Today we're going to be in the PMDG 737-800 and we're flying from Gatwick to Bergen. We're just about ready to go, just need to call for clearance and then carry on with the rest of the checklist from there. Should be a nice flight, about 2 hours, and weather's looking good all the way, so we'll get in the cockpit, finish off what I've started here. Okay, so next step, we're just going to wait for a bit of a position
Charlie, taxi,
on the
Lima,
on the radio here, ready to go,
Juliet.
and then we'll
Lima, Papa,
we'll call for our clearance. Controller's nice and loud today, absolutely blowing my eardrums out, so I've had to turn the volumes down on multiple locations here.
Speedbird 45, taxi holding point Alpha to runway 26 left, 5 November and Alpha Sierra.
Information India, let's
Taxi
just double check that.
to runway 26 left, 5 November.
Information Juliet now, 1021. Gatwick ground, good afternoon. Nordic 19 Sierra, type 737-800, stand 101, have information Juliet, and IFR to Bergen please.
Nordic 19 Sierra, Gatwick ground, hello, clear to Bergen, frame 1 Mike departure, score 0575.
Frame 1 Mike departure to Bergen and 0575, Nordic 19 Sierra.
Nordic 19 Sierra, correct.
Very good. 0575, let's get that in.
47 X-ray, Foxtrot, stand 53322 Juliet, clearance to Hamburg.
Easy 47 X-ray, Foxtrot, Gatwick ground, hello, clear to Hamburg, frame 1 Mike departure, score 0531.
0531, frame 1 Mike, easy 47 X-ray,
5, let's get that turned on so they can see it.
Easy 47 X-ray, Foxtrot, correct.
Happy days.
Seabird 67 Papa, I am ready to copy clearance to destination Palma de Mallorca. Information Juliet inbound.
Okay, transponder set, speed to V2, V2 is 149.
I am ready to copy clearance to destination Palma de Mallorca. Information Juliet
LNAV and
inbound.
heading, okay, VNAV, LNAV.
Super 67 Papa, thank you.
Altitude.
After Bogner, can you take Lima 612
5,000.
instead of Upper Lima 612?
To be with the departure, and then we need to get the hydraulics on, so we get those electric hydraulics on there. Okay, we are ready for start, so what we'll do is we'll get the
Speedbird 67 Papa, just confirm if you can take that route. I need a yes or no answer.
ground power released, and
You not have my
release the
flight
jetway.
plan?
Speedbird 67 Papa, now I can amend your flight plan for you. I just need you to tell me whether you can take that routing. I can do everything on my side. What if you say yes?
Roger, okay, yes. 67 Papa.
Pre-plan this pushback.
Speedbird 67
He's
Papa,
having a discussion with
thank you.
someone at the
Clear to
moment, so we've got
Palma,
time to do all
X-ray
this.
departure. Routing Bogner, Lima 612, Bambo, that is filed. Squawk
Read the
6026.
chocks.
Squawk 0626 departure, Bergen.
Where that connects, it is very laggy here on the ground, a lot of spikes.
26 left, squawk 06.
It's in lag spikes, but we'll see how that gets us through.
67 Papa.
Super 67 Papa, correct?
At the ground, Griffin 2880, stand 38 for push start.
Griffin 2880, push and start approved. Stand 38.
Push and start approved, Griffin 2880.
Okay, beacon on.
Gatwick ground, hello, ET28 Tango Tango, holding for 269.
Fuel pumps on.
828 Yankee Tango, taxi stand 562 via Romeo, Lima and Quebec Alpha.
Go engine start left. Get ready, we'll go packs off and then engines on.
567 via Romeo and Quebec Alpha, ET28 Yankee Tango.
Wait for our space and then make the call. Nordic 19 Sierra, stand 101, requesting push and start.
Sorry, last station, pass the message again.
Nordic 19 Sierra for push and start, please.
Nordic 190, stand 101, push and start approved, face east.
Push and start approved, face east, Nordic 19 Sierra. Okay. Parking brake released, and off we go. Packs off.
Hotel Lima Charlie 231, Roger. Stand by.
25%. Or close enough to. There it is. I'm happy with that. There she goes.
Holding point Alpha 2.
Speedbird 45, contact Gatwick Tower 124.225, bye bye.
124.225, bye bye.
Set.
Easy 3 Mike Charlie, holding short Juliet.
And then it's Gen 1 and 2
EC3 Mike Charlie, taxi holding point Alpha 3, runway 26 left
Auto.
via Alpha November.
Probe heat on.
Holding point Alpha 3, 26 left via Alpha November, EC3 Mike Charlie.
Anti-ice not required. Packs to auto. APU bleed off and APU off. Engine start continuous. Auto brake to RTO.
Sorry, correction. Speedbird, the
Trim set.
confirm QNH 1021.
Speedbird 67 Papa, yeah, affirm it's QNH 1021. All stations, stand by, controller change.
Okay, controller change.
Trim set. And lights as required, so currently we need taxi lights on. And that's all for now. Wait for this controller change, and then we'll look to get going.
EC3 Mike Charlie, contact Gatwick Tower 124.225, bye bye.
Got Gatwick Tower.
Throttle arm there.
225, EC3 Mike Charlie, thank you, good day.
What's the message? Unable 250, that's fine, I don't care. Oh dear. No,
Grounded.
he did say controller change, but he has spoke to someone, so I'm going to ask after this guy.
All stations, stand by, controller change.
We will wait. We will wait. He's not happy. You get this flight going to Bergen. Okay, we'll wait until he says he's back. Currently nothing we can do with that. Let's have a little look. We don't need pushback anymore, but we can get this up. Navigaph charts. Okay, that's the route we're taking. Let's have a little look with charts there as well. So currently we are just here in front of Pier 6 where we were, stand 101. Obviously he's going to take us down Papa or November, which one ever he wants, and then probably this way, Alpha November, 26 left, this runway here. Probably get on via Alpha 3 or 2, whichever way we come from. Go from there, then we're on the Frame 1 Mike departure, out through the north, over towards Dover, and then upwards. Out of there through Frame, staying over the UK for a bit longer as we head out near Norfolk way, into the Channel and the North Sea, and then making our way towards Bergen there. Bergen landing runway 17 at the moment, so in from the north, which is good. It'll give us a nice little scenic arrival into Bergen. Long gold controller change this.
Good afternoon, Heathrow ground, this is Super 3226. Just want to check that communication last 5 out of the time.
We can go back line for Gatwick.
Ground below you 59 Gatwick Romeo. Ground, this is Juba 20, radio check.
Okay, so join us. We are waiting for the controllers to change over on VATSIM.
Right to your left, 12 Romeo, 59 Gatwick Romeo.
Get the ground, good afternoon, good morning, or good afternoon, I don't know. Legend 1, correction, Legend 903 Bravo, request for Super Zero, gather with information Julia at some point.
Legend 913 Bravo, got the ground, hello, stand by, just getting north.
He's Gatwick ground. He's very quiet.
2880 to taxi. Griffin 2880, taxi holding point altitude, runway 26 left. 5 kilo, Papa, and up zero.
He's very quiet.
Okay, Lima, Papa, Alpha Sierra, altitude, Griffin 2880.
I'm going to have to turn it right up to hear this guy. Gatwick ground, Nordic 19 Sierra for taxi please.
Nordic 19 Sierra, check by Lima and Papa, hold short kilo.
Lima and Papa hold short kilo, Nordic 19 Sierra. Here we go.
Ground alerts, easy 47 X-ray Foxtrot, stand 53, request push and start.
Easy 47 X-ray Foxtrot, after the Nordic, pass behind you, left to right, push and start 3.
Off Nordic, left to right behind, push approved, face east, easy 47 X-ray Fox.
Got the ground, confirm you have Legend 9013 Bravo.
Locked.
Is he just quiet for me?
Got the ground, confirm you have Legend 9013 Bravo flight plan.
I have it, but I'm getting you, reroute standby.
Copy.
Speedbird 67 Papa, requesting pushback, stand 82.
Oof, that was heavy on the brakes.
Seabird 67 Papa, have you had your clearance?
I am ready to copy clearance to destination Palma de Mallorca.
267 Papa, okay, stand by, number 3 for you, clearance. Easy 59 Quebec Romeo, left at Romeo, then Lima, to hold behind an EasyJet, and we shortly expect stand 49.
Left Romeo, right Lima, will hold behind an EasyJet, and we'll expect 49 here, EasyJet 59 Quebec Romeo.
Nordic 19 Sierra, continue your taxi via Papa and Alpha November, hold Alpha 3, number 2.
Papa Alpha November to hold Alpha 3, Nordic 19 Sierra. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick the landing lights on now. And the strobe.
Legend 913 Bravo, your reroute is intact, advise ready to copy.
Stand by for the 913 Bravo.
We had a long hold on the ground there, but we are moving, thankfully. Okay, coming up to Papa 1. We'll need a left turn at Alpha November after the little grass circle. She's coming up. Probably going to be behind that Speedbird there, British Airways. Although I think he's held at Alpha 2 currently, so we might go past him.
Garrigan, this is Speedbird 20, gate 53, aircraft of A320 Neo, requesting clearance to Edinburgh with Juliet.
Speedbird 20, aircraft type and stand number please.
Stand 53, aircraft type A320 Neo.
Speedbird 20, clear Edinburgh, Lambourne 6 mic departure, 0326, Unix 1021.
Left here. He's
Cleared Edinburgh, Lambourne 6 mic departure, squawking 0326, QNH 1021, Speedbird 20.
Oh, is that a 787? That's lovely.
Seabird 146 radio check.
He's at Alpha 2, we're going to go past him.
Speedbird 67 Papa, parking the A2 aircraft A320, ready for copy clearance to destination Palma de Mallorca, information Juliet inbound.
Speedbird 67 Papa, please continue to stand by, break. Nordic 19 Sierra, contact Gatwick Tower 124 225.
124 225, thanks for cover, Nordic 19 Sierra, bye bye.
Griffin 2880, contact.
Gatwick Tower, Nordic 19 Sierra, Alpha 3. It's going to be loud, it's going to be loud.
Nordic 1. Nordic 190 Sierra by Alpha 1. Runway 26 left, cleared, takeoff. Assessment 190 degrees, 8 knots.
Fire Alpha 1, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff, Nordic 19 Sierra. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. I wonder what that aircraft's doing there. Is that an A350? Yeah, it is. Must be having trouble. Okay, well, that's good for me, bad for him. Never mind. Let's get these rings right. off we go from Gatwick.
Alpha Sierra holding Alpha 2.
2 East 880, get tower, hello, hold Alpha 2.
Hold Alpha 2, caution 2880.
Speedbird 45, behind the departing 737 via Alpha 1, line up runway 26 left.
Here we go.
Line up runway 26 left via the departing aircraft 2045.
Here it comes. Rotate. We're up. Gear up. Bit of wind there. 12 knots. Over to autopilot. That's going to throw us right in the air to start with.
Hold Alpha 1.
Alpha 1, caution 2880.
Nordic 19 Sierra, passing 1,700.
Nordic 19 Sierra, contact landing control 134.9.
134.9, thanks for cover, bye bye, 19 Sierra.
Down low, EG47 X-ray Foxtrot approaching Alpha 3. EG47 X-ray Foxtrot, go tower, hello, hold Alpha 1. Hold up.
Real flight 46, contact departure control 129.575, away.
What's 575?
Flaps up.
Triple 8 kilo, contact landing control 127.1, bye-bye.
London 17.1, Troy, kilo, bye-bye.
Nordic Control, good afternoon, Nordic 19 Sierra, passing 3,200 out of Gatwick.
Nordic 19 landing control, hello, climb now, flight level 90.
Up to 90, Nordic 19 Sierra. Let's hope that worked. I can't seem to get the V-speed correct on the climb.
November Juliet, Unicorn 122.8.
So if it starts trying to stop at 5,000, I'm just going to have to hit altitude and intervention. Keep smashing it.
November Juliet, Unicorn 122.8. Spirit 874, contact landing control, or pressure contact process control 129.575.
2129575, goodbye, Spirit 874.
Let's continue that climb, come on, all the way through, 5,000, let's go. There it is.
460, basic contact director, 119.725, bye-bye.
175, your response is director, mate.
Right, so 460, right, contact director, 119.725, bye-bye.
Through the cloud, Gatwick down there. There it is.
With 176. Say again your position.
Over the standard pressure.
With 176 under control, rod shut, heard, maintain flight level 300.
Maintain 300, with them also.
PMDG 738.
1% hello, easy 3269, flight level 370.
Beautiful views.
Speedbird 45 passing 3,000 feet.
A little bit of turbulence,
hello, climb flight level 290.
Climb flight level 290, Speedbird 45.
Okay, we're good with the traffic.
Golf Sierra Lima, descend flight level 80.
No need to worry there.
80, Golf Sierra Lima.
Golf Sierra Lima, over the late descent, I have not covering Gatwick, monitor Unicorn 122, decimal 8, bye-bye.
Oh, it's a 122 decimal 8, yeah, by Golf Sierra.
Canada Coastal Condor 17, contact process control 129.575. Spirit 874, contact process control 128, decimal 129.575.
Okay, we're at 90 there. Speed's going to be coming up soon, I'd imagine. Oh no, we're at max speed for this altitude, 250.
Korean Air 907, right, so we go to director for 36.
Korean Air 907 FM, contact director 119.725, away.
Okay, so let's have... we'll get a climb again in a minute, I'm sure, from the director.
3730, apologies.
30.
Easy 3 Mike Charlie, contact Brussels Control on 129.575 away.
I'm getting the traffic alert.
Car Brussels on 129.575, EC 3 Mike Charlie, thank you, good day.
Right. Nordic 190, fly heading 020, pressure 030 degrees, climb flight level 130.
030 heading and up to, was it 130, sorry?
AFM.
And up to 130, Nordic 190. 030 and 130 there.
We're at 45, climb flight level 290.
Should be coming
Climb
up.
flight level 290, still on those.
There she is.
Which 1763 redirect Mavic.
That's to avoid the traffic, I imagine. Let's go to 10-mile range there, and it's 20-mile range, isn't it? Up to 40 there. There's the traffic. Okay, so the route we're taking then, coming past 10,000, we'll just deal with that first. So, seatbelts off.
Ah, 119.730, so we're forced to it, thanks.
Yeah,
okay.
Modern day VATSIM there.
Lovely.
Aye.
Let me show one and I won't pop down to requesting climb.
Right now, 91 Papa Delta, climb flight level 270.
This guy's too loud for me. Can't hear myself think.
Right now, 91 Papa Delta, climb flight level 270.
It's because the other guy was so quiet, I had to turn everything up. Okay, so we're out of Gatwick now, heading north, up towards Norfolk Way. And as we make our way up that way, past Stansted, past the rest of it, near Felixstowe and Lowestoft, we're going to make our turn into the channel and then be going upwards towards the North Sea, heading through the sea here towards Norway, skirt along the western edge of Norway for a bit, passing Stavanger, and then going past Bergen to then come back on ourselves in from the north into runway 17 currently. Things may change if the wind changes, but that's the way it's looking. Should be a nice scenic approach through the fjords. We'll see how it goes.
Easy 47 X-ray, Corsair alloy, climb flight level.
Been a while since I've flown to Norway, so it's always good to revisit these places.
Nordic 190, report heading to London 127.1, goodbye.
Heading to London 1271, thanks for the cover, bye bye, Nordic 190.
Alright, thanks for flying. Break right air 91 Papa Delta, contact Brussels Control 129.575, goodbye.
129.575, 8.480.
London Control, good afternoon, Nordic 19 Sierra, heading 030.
So 118.480, does a Victor Lima.
Runway 7 Alpha Juliet, monitor 118.480.
118.480, run 7 Alpha Juliet.
London Control, good afternoon, Nordic 19 Sierra, heading 030.
82 at and 11 East Midlands, requesting.
Keep stacking on people.
Okay, if you're north or northwest or west of Luton, monitor Unicom.
London Control, good afternoon, Nordic 19 Sierra, heading 030. Third time, come on. Come on. London Control, Nordic 19 Sierra, radio check. What is going on? I think he's gone offline. I'm going to go back to 1349. London Control, Nordic 19 Sierra. Can I check frequency please that you sent me to?
Yeah, they just switched. The new frequency is 118.480.
118.48, thanks for the cover, Nordic 190.
Cheers, bye. Break, easy 47 X-ray Foxtrot, turn left heading 060 degrees, climb
That would be
level
why.
130.
On level 130, left head 060, easy 47 X-ray Fox.
Easy 3269, are you with me?
Easy 3269 with you, eject in Capone.
Just continue as I instructed previously. Nordic 190, you on the frequency?
Nordic 190 on frequency, I think I caught you as you changed, heading 030.
The 190, thank you. Climb flight level, climb level 230.
Up to 230, Nordic 190.
Run F4 Yankee Mike if you're here, climb flight level 230.
Here we go.
Climb flight level 230, Ryanair 48 Yankee Mike.
Ryanair 152, I received a rebooking from the ground control line understand this. Run off Conan. Yeah, can you confirm which waypoint after Data Victor Romeo? I think the wrong.
Okay, so our cruising altitude is
you're not following a route anyway,
350.
So just route direct to Conan now.
We're going up to 230 to start with. Very cloudy here over the east side of the UK at the moment.
Well, that's not the one that it says you were cleared on, so...
Currently there is cover in Bergen, I think he's only online until 2 PM. So we'll see how he goes, whether he's still there when we get there or not. We'll see. Always a pleasure to fly the PMDG aircraft. Been a while since I've been using this regularly. I've been on the ATR quite a lot recently.
You're not in my airspace. Easy 888, Easy 8866 on the control, descent level 140, level by Apton.
Descent to
I think this guy's very happy at the moment.
Apton, Easy 8866.
London, good afternoon, Ryanair 60 Kilo with the 3,500 feet for now.
Ryanair 60 Kilo on the controls, conduct Stansted radar 120.65.
120.65, thanks, by Ryanair 60 Kilo.
Ryanair 1683, inform contact on the control 134.9.
134.9,
Levante 8 Victor Lima, resume navigation direct to Logan, during the Logan to hotel arrival.
Resume direct navigation Logan, resume Logan to hotel arrival, Stanza 8 Victor Lima.
Nordic 19 Sierra, resume navigation direct to Ledbo.
Navigation direct to Ledbo, Nordic 19 Sierra.
Hello, you're coming 7 Echo, flight level 320 inbound Gigabyte.
Over to Ledbo.
Eurowing 7 Echo on the control, roger, Tebro.
Climbing to 230 currently.
Logan to auto for Heathrow.
Ryanair 7 now, my apologies, shooting at 4 and 5 back, so we'll put you down flight 370 man Redford.
Ryanair 37, Ryanair 7 Alpha thank you, when ready, descent flight level 210 by Redford.
210 Redford, Ryanair 7 Alpha. On the low, easy call 7 X-ray, Foxtrot 130, heading 030.
Standby brake, Ryanair 4 8 Yankee Mike, climb flight level 370.
Continuous flight level 370, Ryanair 48 Yankee Mike.
Easy spot 7 X, Foxtrot, resume navigation direct to Parvo, climb flight level 230.
On 230 direct Parvo, easy call 7 X-ray, Fox.
Levante 8 Victor Lima, descent flight level 160, level by Sabre.
Descent 160 level by Sabre, Stanza 8 Victor Lima.
Jet. Echo November Echo 93 Papa London, are you on the frequency?
Bravo Alpha 18 Foxtrot, sorry, say that content again. Bravo Alpha Whiskey 18 Foxtrot, current altitude 27,000.
speed, the 18 Foxtrot, runway control, not nice space.
They look here for the 370
Nigerians 4883 on the control, Christian Lux Air 4883 on the control, Roger climb flight level 360.
Climb flight level 360, left there, 4.
Eurowings 7 Echo, when ready, descent flight level 250.
When ready, descent flight level 250, Eurowings 7 Echo.
Nordic 19 Sierra, climb flight level 350.
Up to 350, Nordic 19 Sierra. Hello David, how you going mate?
Contact on the control, 134.
I am well, thank you very much for asking. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon.
134.19, thank you
Chance
sir, bye-bye,
to,
ET8866.
Chance to play some flight sim. I hope you're well as well, buddy. Right, up to 350. Intervention on, and off we go. Good to hear it, mate, good to hear it. Hey Jadon, welcome to the stream.
Taking the Corsair.
Okay, so I'm just going to open YouTube chat on a separate thing because it's still not sorted here on there's always issues with YouTube chat in that it doesn't show on the multi-stream unfortunately. But Shadon, I've seen you mate. Welcome buddy. Hope you enjoy the stream. Okay, so you just joined us most of you, so we're flying from Gatwick to Bergen, and we're currently climbing up to 350 as our cruise altitude. We're flying in the Norwegian livery, which I'll show you in a second, 737-800 by PMDG. Just about to leave the UK and head out into the Channel/North Sea, making our way towards Bergen there. Should be quite a scenic approach, so we'll give you an outside view of Norwegian. It's the old red nose, now called Nordic. Norwegian nearly went under not too long ago, so over COVID they had a bad time. They literally just bought all their 787s. And now they operate, I think there's like 3 services, Norwegian, Sweden, Nordic, which I'm flying as, and I think one more as well, but they had a huge base in the UK, Gatwick, which unfortunately collapsed. They had great plans to do flights over to America. They sold all their 787s. It is a big shame. But they're now sort of coming back with little Euro hops. Flights to and from Scandinavia.
So it's Unicom Brown 7 altitude and take over.
Nordic 19 Sierra, Unicom 122.8.
Over to Unicom, thanks for cover, Nordic 19 Sierra, bye bye.
Easy also access by short climb, flight level 370.
Climb 370.
Okay, so that's us on Unicom now.
Sunday, Victor Lima, descent 580.
Descending flight level 80 with a Lufthansa 8.
For a bit of time as we make our climb up to 350. Still getting clouds up here. Not quite 30,000 feet yet, but nearly there. So we'll be going through 35,000. And from there on, making our way towards Norway. Just about see the UK still through the cloud there. Very soon it will all be gone. Probably see it far in the distance if the cloud eases up. Always a beautiful view out the wings. Okay, so I'll have a little look at minimums here for Bergen. Get these put in early doors. So that's the approach we're going to be using. It's ILS Whiskey for runway 17. Going to be coming in from Nepam to hit Bablu and then make our way down. Should be a really nice scenic route. We'll be at 3,000 by there, so nice and low. And you can see some of the features going up to 2,200. So they'll actually be above us as we're coming down on this left-hand side. It'll be a nice view. Through the fjords in there. We're going to go with 276 as the minimums. All right. No, we're going category 2, category D, aren't we? Because we're going to be landing above 140 knots. Oh yeah, 143. So yeah, we're going to be 290 as our minimums. We'll go off the Barrow. We'll get that in now. I've been landing with the ATR recently, looking at that Cat C aircraft. Okay. Quite a lot on today across Europe. Not many area controllers. You've probably heard me say before that VATSIM does suffer with a lack of large area controllers, but there is a lot of tower controllers. So airport to airport you have that cover. It's just the flight in between that you don't really have the cover for. So it is a shame. But I mean, you know, pretty much all of the Republic of Ireland's online, so there's a nice Shannon controller there covering all of that, and 5 main airports in Ireland are online as well. He's covering all of them. You know, there's some good coverage in the UK currently, again more based around London than anywhere else, and then you're looking at Belgium and Switzerland, as well as Croatia and into the Adriatic around Greece as well there. So you know there is enough cover online, and then in between that there's loads of towers online, but it's just unfortunate that there's no area controller around here currently. Such is life. Such is life. But there we go. Okay, 350 cruise altitude. We're well on our way now, so that speed's at the cruising speed there. Let's have a little look. Time to go, ETA 13:25 Zulu, so about an hour, yeah, 54 minutes. We'll see if we can push that a little bit. Increase the speed as much as we can once we're hitting the full cruise altitude 350. Still got cloud up here, really high cloud coverage today. Very cloudy one. We're going to be passing a band of rain soon, but I think it is quite low down. So we don't need to worry about that. There's a little bit of weather around Bergen. We might fly straight through some of that. Quite a heavy bit of rain at the moment, just north of Bergen. Not sure which way that's going. You never know, it might make its way towards Bergen and give us a bit of a bumpy landing, but we'll see. Okay, 350. Let's try and get that speed up a little bit. That's probably as fast as it's going to go. So ASUS information at Bergen. Let's see if we can get that actually. Can we get that yet? Not yet. We can't. We're not in range of it. I'll get it playing closer to the time. But currently, information Foxtrot. ILS Whiskey approach 17, transition level 8000, so we need to change that in a second. Wind is 130 at 9, so not bad. 10 kilometers more, and there's clouds down to 3000 feet broken, up to 9000 feet. Temperature's 12 degrees. Okay. Wind at 1200 feet. Okay, here we go. So 1,200 feet, there is winds of 19 knots. So on approach, we're probably going to get quite a bumpy approach here. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'm looking forward to that. That's what we like. A bit of bump on approach. Nice heavy landing. That's what we're used to. It's not Ryanair, but it could be. You never know. Pilot may have worked for Ryanair before he worked for Nordic. So we'll see how it goes. So another little look, flight plan then, where we are as we tear ourselves away from the UK. Heading out there now, nearly at the halfway point, not too far to make our way towards Norway. we catch a glimpse. The UK shielded in a wall of cloud out there. Beautiful views inside the cabin as usual. Glimmer of light from the sun. Press your nose against that glass. You can almost taste the air. Okay, let's get this pushed out a bit. We're pretty much on our lonesome out here right now. No? Let's see if we can set VATS by. Okay, you can see there with this aircraft here, Nordic 19 Sierra. If I just refresh, there we go, it just came in a little bit further away. You can see what's online there as well, across the world at the moment. This is VATSpy. It allows you to see what VATSIM areas are online. There's quite a lot, to be fair. But most traffic is always around Europe. It always is, unless there's an event in America. But look at all this. And you can see what I mean by these are the blue lines. These are area controllers. And then this is tower, ATIS, ground delivery. Green circle is approach, and within that you can pretty much see that there's a lot more tower controllers than there are area controllers, which is for good reason. You need to be pretty well versed and experienced to control an area, because you're also controlling airports in that area as well. But this is the trouble we face. You can see where we're going, so that's us there again, going to Bergen. Currently we have an approach, a ground and tower controller online, so it's pretty well covered, but we'll see by the time we get there if they're still online or not. So let's set that back to flight sim, there we go. In our Norwegian livery. Now I'm not a big fan of the Norwegian liveries that have tail art as well, so I try and stick to the plain livery, the white tail. I don't know, I just find it weird when I zoom out and there's like someone staring at me. It's the same with if I fly Alaska Airlines with the Inuit on the back. Yeah, not a fan. Same with the UNICEF, not a fan. So I like the white tail. UNICEF's not bad, I suppose. Blue tail, pretty good. But yeah, white tail livery it is. .80 knot winds up here at 350, you can see that down here, 261, so that's not quite a tailwind, but what that means is it's pushing on the tail, which will push the nose left, and you can see this line here, the wiggly line, that's showing where we're facing, so every time there's a gust, the nose swings left a little bit. and then as the autopilot compensates, might swing right a little bit. It's very slight. Not experiencing turbulence at the moment. Keeping that speed nice and fast. Time to go is down to 41 minutes, and that should be to block, so probably only about half an hour's flight time left by that, but it is to the airport, so maybe a little bit more. Ah, that's good. So Bergen Tower's online till 1500 Zulu, which is another couple of hours yet, so we should be good. And approach as well. Yeah, we should be good though. We should have coverage when we get there. See how it goes. Well out into North Sea area now as we head up. Almost in line with Scotland there. We're about in line with Newcastle at the moment. We're heading to the North Sea. Might be able to see Denmark on the right, depending on the cloud and obviously the angle of the aircraft. Currently in a left turn. No, cloud everywhere. Looks like most of Northern Europe's covered with cloud at the moment. It is okay. Top of descent marked there. On the arrival it'd be 8,000 by BR634. Yeah, that's correct. So hey Martin, how's it going, mate? It depends how what velocity is your thruster chair give at the moment? So we'll get the altitude set down to about 7,000 and that will cover us for that descent. that won't be in the controlled area just at that time, so we'll descend before we do get actual control from VATSIM there. We do actually have, there's another NOS aircraft ahead. He took off from Gatwick a bit before us. He's travelling a lot slower though, over 100 knots slower. He's descending at the moment. We are catching him up. By the time he's landing, we'll be probably descending ourselves. Okay, so saying 36 minutes to go. We are at the cruise altitude 350. Altitude is set for descent. Descent will be in literally about 160 miles there. You can see top of descent. So not too much further, to be honest. We'll have to reduce speed before that as well. We don't want to be descending at full thrust there, otherwise we're just going to overspeed pretty quickly, like. Get the accurate. It is 170 for course to final. It's not always the runway heading. So 170 it is. Just check it's all in, looking good. So Penham next, and let's get zoom right in. Let's bring us around to the north here, so north of Bergen now, coming back down. Zoom out a little bit, just double check that, yeah. Nepam into Bablu, and that's in line from Bablu there, perfect. Exactly what I'm expecting, so just to show you what I'm looking at. On here, you can see we come down into Nepam and then over to Bablu, and that's exactly what we're doing, into Nepam, over to Bablu. Foxtrot 17 whiskey there, and then straight in. There is one more that's not on there, but it's not an issue. We're going to be on the glide slope. No problems by that point. Bergen should, all being well, should still be online when we get there, so we will have that cover. Not many aircraft in the area. What I'll do is I'll put FSLTL traffic on to make it a little bit more realistic. Although there's 6 there, there's 6. It's not the biggest airport in the world. So yeah, 6 will do. We'll see when we get closer. I don't want too many doubled up aircraft at gates, so we'll see how it goes. See what's to go. There's another NOS there. One going to Oslo. So another Nordic. There's a Nordic just about to land who's taken off from Bergen and landing back at Bergen, interestingly. Probably just doing some rotations to try it. And then there's another Nordic that took off from Gatwick a bit before us. Anything inbound? Let's have a look. Yeah, there's a lot of Nordics, 2 that went from Oslo that have arrived, 1 just departing from Oslo now. And then us from Gatwick, another one from Gatwick. Busy. That's because he's booked himself in on the ATC booker, got an accurate time, and he's got traffic because people know he's going to be there. It's important, I think. Although we shouldn't make controllers book, I do wish more of them would, because more often than not, as you'll know from the streams, you come online and by the time you get to where you're going, they're gone, which is fine. Obviously they can leave and go as they please, but it'd be nice to have advance warning. And the booking system does that, it lets you know when they're going to be online too. And obviously it's not set in stone, they can leave if they want to. But it gives you a good idea. It's good to see that Oslo's online as well. Hey Josh, welcome mate. Thanks for the like. On our way to Bergen from Gatwick. Closer to Bergen now than we are Gatwick. Top of descent in about 120, 150 miles, something like that. Top of descent coming quite quickly. It is quite a steep descent to start with. And we need to be at 9,000 by a louver. Which I'm not sure we can achieve. 137 miles, I suppose maybe, but we're looking... We'll see. Let's do some maths. So 78 miles we need to descend before a louver. Is the top of descent marked on there? No, it's not. 136 is about halfway roughly. Quite though. Depends what speed he's going to descend us at. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. That's 80 miles to there. It should be another 80. To a louver. That's 120, that's 160, which we're not, to be fair, it's not coming on the screen yet. Once this is at 80, that'll give us a good indication of whether we'll make it or not. Definitely going to be drag required. Okay. So this top of descent might be off a little bit. I don't think we're going to be 9,000 by a louver. Personally. We should have changed that. It's my fault. It's 80 miles now till top of descent. Well, yeah, maybe. 137. That's about... We're in 4s here because this is 8. That's about 50 miles away from the top of descent there. We need more, about 78. It's going to be a fast descent, so I'm probably going to drop it down to 30,000 before the top of descent. With about 40 miles to go, we'll descend to 30,000 feet. few more German airports coming online. Frankfurt online there. Düsseldorf. München. Over to Austria, Salzburg, Vienna, Zurich online, Geneva online, Milan online, Rome's online as well, nice to see. To make sure we do have a chance of reaching it, I am going to descend very soon to 30,000 feet. That way we'll make our altitude constraint. When the top of descent's on around the 40 miles mark, that's where we'll go. It's coming in closer, closer. There you go, it's top of descent. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to try descend now. See what happens. So let's work it out. 78 miles it needs to be, so at 80 I'll hit descend now. If it doesn't work, we'll go over to V speed. That gives us 2 miles play. So once that's on 80, we'll start the descent. I'm going to pull back, speed a little bit to allow us to descend. There we go. I forgot about descend now. Let's see if it even works. Here it comes. Beautiful view over the cloud here. Have to do a flight out here when it's snowy as well. Okay, there we go, so descend now. Flight level 90, there we go. It's going up. No, it's not going up. It's going down. We're good. It's not a mental descent either, it's a nice descent. That will get us down. There's that sound that makes my ears want to pop. Just keep this nice and low for the moment. Obviously, air traffic control will guide us down as we get a bit closer. Let's look to set these frequencies. 1210 for the approach. No tower online currently, but approach is still online, so that's okay. It's fine by me.
Go cover.
Don't need to be on that just yet. Let's have a little look if we can get ATRS. Yes, we can. 125250.
November 77991 Papa, winds flash like 1303 degrees 10 knots, runway 17 clear to land.
Confirm we're going missed at minimum, November 77991 Papa.
November 7.
See if it's doing read up.
Yeah,
here we go.
Time 1250 Zulu. Expect ILS Whiskey approach. Runway in use 17. Transition level 80. For clearance and startup, contact ground 121.9. Wind 130 degrees 10 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Clouds. View at 3,000 feet. Broken at 8,000 feet. Temperature 2.8. QNH 1015. Nosing. Remark. Wind 1,200 feet 130 degrees 19 knots.
19 knot wind still. Okay.
This is Flatland Information Golf. Time 1250 Zulu. Expect ILS Whiskey approach.
Oh no,
Runway
no.
17.
That was
Transition
supposed
level
to be
80. For clearance and startup,
1210.
contact ground 121.9. Wind 130 degrees 10 knots.
0, report established.
122.8 for now. Okay, so we've got information golf there. Might update before we get to Bergen. Nice steady descent at the moment. Yeah. Too steady a descent at the moment. Let's take it down to 2,000 feet a minute. See if that's on. Not sure why that's gone the way it has. Might have to throw some drag in there in a minute as well. We should be 9,000 by a louver. just about going to make that now. Probably just a bit over. Not too much of an issue. Then we'll be looking to contact Bergen approach. Bergen ground is 1219 afterwards. Aircraft passengers Air Canada, he's taken off from Toronto and he's going to Copenhagen. Let's see if he's been online. Yeah, he's been online the whole time. 6 hours 43 minutes so far in a wow 737 800 max. Nice. Very well done. I wonder if he's actually there or not. Or if he's just AFK the whole time. Toronto to Copenhagen, that's a long one, that. Maybe one day I'll do flights like that, but certainly not at the moment. Well, starting our descent now. Let's keep the speed up. And we'll look to drop it as we drop below 10,000. Seatbelt signs are on though. Making our way into Bergen. Heading ready. $60 track miles to Bergen there. Ratio, I do apologise, I missed your message, but hello. I don't know if it's only just come or if it's been there a while, so if it has been there a while I do apologise, but I can see you. Welcome to the stream for when you were there. If you have just got here, hello. We're on a descent into Bergen. Okay, so we've overshot a louver at the 9,000. We did think that was going to be the case anyway. try and get it to 8,000. See what we can do. 240. Extra 100 feet per minute. So we are descending. We're going to be going through the cloud very soon. What I am going to do is I'm going to open FSLTL traffic injector. Get that running. That will allow us to have some traffic at Bergen when we get there. About to bust through the clouds. We'll look to slow it down a bit. Probably going to need some drag soon. In fact, we'll go for that now. We'll look to go down to 7,000. Reduce the descent a little bit to allow the speed to come down, because we are going to hit 10,000 very soon. The logo's been on the whole time, that's fine, and we'll get the taxi lights on as well. Tell the attendants to sit down. Okay, so we're going to be a little bit faster than 250 at 10,000. It's okay. I'll let us off. And we'll be at 7,000 just before Ipadu, which is perfect. We'll then be within the approach area. I wouldn't be surprised very soon the controller contacts us saying get in touch. We're going to be going over to 1210 for Bergen approach. Lights are on, seatbelts are on as we go through the cloud. Past 10,000 below. Reduce this a little bit more, try and get that speed down to 250 knots. Still got the speed brakes on, trying to slow us down there. Go set the auto brake to 1. Let's have a little look. Descent, VREF check, and set. VREF check. VREF set. We're going to be landing at 148. We're going to be landing flaps 30, 148 degrees. Set. Auto brake set, seatbelts on, speed brake is not armed yet, and flaps are not set yet. Okay. Another check of the ATIS. 1015. There it is. Speed brake off. And for now, we'll arm that as well. Hitting Ipadu now. Benti next. Bergen on the right there. Oh, that's the hold after Bergen, but Bergen ahead. On the right. Aircraft over there. Okay, that is probably where it is. It's way further out than it looks on there. That's 20 miles away. Zoom in a bit more. Okay, let's get a descent down to 5,000. See how we do with that. Down below the cloud now. Beautiful landscape. You see some snow caps. I don't know if it has been snowing in Norway recently, but you never know. Speed brake's still trying to do its thing there. We're within. I'm going to contact him. He might be busy at the moment.
117 land, and I assume speed to 200 is freedom.
Free speed. Brake, Nordic 108, turn left heading 160, clear for ILS runway 17.
To right heading 16, sorry, correction, left is 160, and we are clear the ILS approach for runway 17, thank you.
Victor Hotel Bravo, turn right to the east.
There's a lot of aircraft in the area.
Hotel Bravo 77.
Small aircraft actually.
Victor Hotel Bravo, are you able to orbit over, correction, orbit over Yelto, please?
Say again, Victor Hotel Bravo 77.
Victor Hotel Bravo, new instruction, orbit over Yelto.
Aluva 2 November is what I'm expecting him to say. ILS Whiskey 17.
Hotel Bravo 77.
Victor Hotel Bravo, flight Yelto and orbit over Yelto.
Don't want to contact him just yet. He's not ready for me. He's busy.
Victor Hotel Bravo 77, disregard then, maintain 2,000
Yeah, 634.
feet or below, continue on east.
Hotel Bravo 77, maintaining 2,000 feet and east.
Golf 95, 1 India Tango, report speed.
Speed 190 knots, Golf India Tango.
Nordic 108, report your speed.
100.
Golf 95, 1 India Tango, reduce 180.
Reducing 180, Golf India.
I know why.
Golf India Tango,
Didn't work.
Panther clear, ILS Whiskey approach.
VNAV wasn't armed that whole time, unless it's knocked off with.
That's it again for Golf India Tango.
Golf 95 India Tango, via Nepal transition clear for the ILS Whiskey approach from 17.
Report on the Whiskey 17, Golf India Tango.
Bergen approach, good afternoon, Nordic 19 Sierra, descending to 4,000.
Nordic 1 minus Sierra Flesland approach hello. Descend 3,000 feet. Expect the ILS Whiskey approach runway 17.
Descend to 2,000 feet and expecting ILS Whiskey approach runway 17, Nordic 19 Sierra. There we go, he's put me down further.
Flesland approach Nordic 38, pressure and 4 knots.
Golf 5, Golf 95 India Tango, turn right heading to 80 traffic separation.
What's going on here? Come on.
Hotel Bravo 77, fuel starvation and engine failure landing in a field 3 nautical miles east of the ASUS airport.
Hotel Bravo, you were blocked second.
Fuel starvation, engine failure landing in a field 5 nautical miles away from the airport.
Victor Bravo 77 Roger, report on ground.
Report on ground.
Golf 95 1 India Tango for traffic separation, please turn now heading speed 1 320.
320 Golf India Tango.
Someone just said they're landing in a field.
388 Flesland, hello, continue the Percy 3 November arrival, expect ILS Whiskey approach runway 17.
Look at that rainbow,
approach,
beautiful.
Expect runway 17 Whiskey. Yeah, ILS approach. Nordic 38.
And Nordic 38 for now, descend 6,000 feet, QNH 1014.
Descend 6,000 feet, QNH 1014, Nordic 38.
And Nordic 1 minus Sierra, I clear you 4,000 feet. Anyway, the climb still in 3,000 feet.
That's awesome.
Golf 95 1 India Tango, continue right.
Oh, I see on that side as well. Beautiful. Double rainbow.
Nordic 128, winds 120 degrees, 8 knots, runway 17, clear for touch and go.
Touch and go, runway 17, Nordic 128, thank you.
Okay, we've got an aircraft 1,000 above there, I believe. I think he's on approach though. So we're okay here.
I think Krishna 13 on 6 vacated down to 5.
North 296, welcome to Flesland, taxi right Yankee, Foxtrot to stand 25.
Confirm ground is offline?
Oh yeah, no, correction, contact ground 121 decimal 9.
Ground 129, that's long.
Get that ready. Get that in and ready.
Climb 3,000 feet, please.
Nordic 19 Sierra, say again, please.
Right, Nordic 19 Sierra, climb 3,000 feet.
3,000 feet, sorry, I thought he said 2,000. Nordic 19 Sierra.
Negative, break, Golf 951 India Tango, right heading 130. Clear for the ILS, runway 17, for established.
20 more 30 for the ILS.
I'm sure he said 2,000. Never mind.
November 9 Papa, we vacated runway 14. Thanks for the change. Have a good day.
You too, bye bye, break Nordic 388, route direct Gilva.
Route direct Gilva, Nordic 38.
Nordic 1 Sierra, route direct Nepal.
Direct Nippon, Nordic 19 Sierra. Okay, let's slow it down then. That's a big change there. 210 knots in the turn.
Golf India Tango on speed restrictions, winds 1 to 0 degrees, 8 knots, runway 17, continue approach, number 2.
Number 2, continue approach.
Okay, so this turn will put us in nicely for the ILS. Nippon being off by about 10 degrees from us there. Oh, not quite. 20 degrees. And that's the line for the ILS there as well. Let's get some flaps on. Flaps.
Nordic 108,
5.
3000 feet, turn right heading 300.
Enjoy these views, especially the rainbow. Beautiful.
Nordic 19 Sierra, report your speed.
210 knots, Nordic 19 Sierra.
Nordic 388, report your speed.
238, Nordic 38.
Nordic 388, set your speed 230, correction, 210 knots.
210 knots, Nordic 38.
Nordic 19 Sierra, speed 220 knots.
Speed 220 knots, Nordic 19 Sierra.
Nordic 388, descend 5000 feet, QNH 1014.
5 to speed, QNH 1014, Nordic 38.
Nordic 108, route direct Nepal.
Routing direct Nepal, Nordic 108.
So we pass through the rain. We are expecting a bit of wind as we come down on approach. There's a 19 knot wind at 1,200.
Behind the landing traffic, which is on short final. Line up and wait behind.
Line up and wait behind traffic on short final.
Nordic 19 Sierra, no speed restriction.
No speed restriction, Nordic 19 Sierra.
Nordic 19 Sierra, via the Nepal position, clear ILS Whiskey approach runway 17, report for stall.
From Nippon cleared ILS runway 17 and we'll report established Nordic 19 Sierra.
Nordic 388, which is your minimum clean speed.
So we'll wait till we're on the line and then we'll hit that approach.
Which is your minimum clean speed?
Landing speed?
No, your minimum speed without flaps. Nordic 388, disregard, descend 3000 feet.
Stand 3000 feet, Nordic 388.
Under the 388, speed 190.
Speed 190, Nordic 388.
Let's get the speed down.
Nordic 388 via Gigabyte transition, clear island Whiskey approach, runway 17, number 2.
Via Gigabyte transition, cleared ILS runway 17, number 2.
He's coming from the other side, so he's coming from that side. Nordic 19 Sierra, establish 17.
Nordic 19 Sierra, continue approach.
Continue approach, Nordic 19 Sierra. Let's turn him up a little bit. There we go.
Nordic 108 via Nepal transition, correction. Via the descent via the Nepal transition, clear ILS Whiskey approach runway 17, number 3, report established.
Cleared ILS Whiskey approach from the 17 via the Nepal transition. Number 3 for landing and number 4 for established, Nordic 108.
Golf minus Golf India Tango, contact ground 121 decimal line.
Gear down.
Up to ground, thank you. Bye-bye.
Flaps looking to 30 here.
74 Bravos, winds 120 degrees, 8 knots, 17 clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, speed 74 Bravo.
Flaps 30.
Nordic 388, free speed.
Free speed, Nordic 388.
Nordic
Keep
130, ready speed.
160 until 40 ME. It's pretty busy. There's an aircraft on the runway there. Autopilot off. I have control.
Nordic 190, winds 130 degrees, 8 knots, runway 17, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 17, Nordic 190. There's that wind. 10 knots here, 1,500. It's down to 19, up to 19 knots, down to 1,200. From 260 apparently.
Correction speed 74 Bravo. Climb flight level 170 route direct airport 2.
Wait, 170 direct airport 2.
1,000.
Here we go then.
Nordic 108, free speed.
Free speed, Nordic 108.
Nose up a bit more there. Starting to flare a bit too early there. Nose down now.
Established localized runway 17.
Nordic 388, continue approach number 2.
Continue approach number 2, Nordic 388.
And Nordic 388, free speed.
Nordic 388, free speed.
Auto brakes armed. Auto speed brakes anyway. Here we go then.
500.
Here comes minimums.
400. 300. 200.
There's minimums. Continue. Auto throttle disconnect.
Approaching minimums. 100. Minimums.
Continue.
30. 20. 10.
A lot of drift there. For nothing. 354, come on. It's a very bumpy runway that, isn't it? A lot of drift to go uphill. Okay, next left is ours.
Scandinavian 416, roger, stand by.
That was a very hard landing, I'm not happy with that. I wasn't happy with how bumpy the runway is either. Nordic 19 Sierra, clear of runway 17.
20 degrees, 8 knots, runway 17, clear to land.
Runway 7, clear to land, Nordic 388.
Nordic 19 Sierra, continue taxiing Hotel Whiskey to stand 27.
Hotel and Whiskey to stand 27, Nordic 19 Sierra.
Scandinavian 416.
Hey James, yes mate, I do. I'm streaming right now
to Charlie departure
on YouTube and Facebook.
Climbing 6,000 feet, squawk 402.
So yeah, please do have a look. Okay, speed brake and flaps are away. APU on, Pro-P off. That was a hard landing. Lights are set and engine start off.
Nordic 108, continue approach number 2.
Okay, so we are hotel currently.
Nordic 108, reduce minimum approach speed.
And we're going to stand 27, which is on the terminal there. So straight on hotel, left on whiskey, and stand 27. I'm going to get rid of FSLTL traffic, just in case they get in my way, you never know. There we go, we've still got a couple of aircraft here on the ground. So we're on whiskey now, I'm just making our way to stand 27, which is next to Echo. But welcome to Bergen, everybody. $350, it's a hard landing that. See, he's just landed. He's barely gone anywhere.
Nordic 108, wind 130 degrees, 8 knots, clear touch and go.
Three Nordics coming in there.
Nordic 388, vacant runway at Alpha 5.
2425.
Welcome.
So we're two stands next to KLM there.
Echo. The stand 29.
Yankee Echo to stand 29 Nordic 388.
Speedbird 74 Bravo, no further ATC available, monitor uniform 122 decimal 8, bye bye.
2526, we are at the stand next to it. Although, taxi lights off so we don't blind anybody. Right turn here into stand 27. And what'll happen is I'll shut it down and that'll be it for the stream. So thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please do hit that follow button or subscribe depending where you're watching. We do stream on YouTube and Facebook, so it's entirely up to you, but it'd be good if you could follow both. I hope you did enjoy it, guys. I'll catch you next time. Okay, APU gen on, fuel cut off 2 and 1, fuel pump set, off, off, electric hydraulics off, APU bleed on, transponder standby, and that's it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Catch you next time.